Hello dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's short seminar session. My name is Jumagilda Almas and today's topic is classroom management, especially group work organization. So everyone know what is group work, and today we're going to talk about especially importance of group work in the classroom management, then about aims and benefits of group work, stages of designing group work. So here we're going to shortly describe how to design, how to manage group works. And lastly, I will tell you about 8 effective types of group work activities which you can apply in your classes. So let's start. One scholar in TED Osaka asked his students this question: what is your ideal learning environment? So he wanted to know whether what students will tell, how they see their ideal classroom. And students were supposed to give some adjectives describing their ideal dreaming classroom. And the second question was, what is your actual learning environment? So here they will talk about their real school experience, so what they have in their classes. So let's see what was their answers. For the first question, mostly students responded as they are dreaming about peaceful, active, warm classroom, where curiosity is promoted. When they worked in small groups, they really enjoy being confident when they are speaking. They really like when teacher is smiling, when teacher is kind, and they really see that he is emotional and willing to do something. They really appreciate when they can share their opinions and when the mistakes are forgiven and okay. They really like the discussions with kind teacher. They think that they will benefit from authentic materials. And so these things which they are really dreaming about. Now turning to their real classroom school experience, they said that mostly they face with passive. They mostly ask questions like, why I need this? It means that they really don't understand the purpose of the material. They said that classrooms are boring and sleepy. Mostly they watch cell phones, like videos from cell phones on the back rows. They said that classes are too long and it's like a waste of time. Mostly classes are teacher-centered and teacher talks mostly. They just only listen and take notes. They really hate that tests and they don't feel themselves as free. So that is their classroom school experience. From this we can state that how students learn and what we have in schools, it is really different and it is far away from each other. And that is actually the problematic zone, which are going to be solved by classroom management, especially by group work organization. So, another question for pupils was, when did you really learn the most? And can you believe 70% of students said that in primary school? How do you think? Why? Okay, the question is that in primary schools, they are active, they are learning, they are engaged, they're helping each other, they are interested in the material and feel some support from the teacher and from the peers. And all these things actually describe the group works. So as you can see from the picture, here students are in groups, they are doing something and they're really happy. But when they enter the secondary school or higher school, you see they are from the group works, they pass to rows, they're sitting there and you see that boring faces. You see, yeah? And this is, we call the preparation for the real world. But actually, the real world looks like this. It is the collaborations and discussions on the meeting, it is working with others, it is building the relationships in teams, in groups. And can you see the similarities between this and this? Actually, they're really the same. And maybe that's why students really remember what they have learned in the primary school. because of the group works. One well-known professor said there is no greater anti-brain environment than the classroom. And this term, anti-brain environment, we're going to change with the classroom management, especially with group work organizations. Now let's turn to aims and benefits of the group work. The first one is, with the help of group work, students will develop their intellectual understanding, their intellectual abilities and skills. They will learn how to communicate, cooperate with others. They will definitely benefit from teamwork skills such as planning, management, leadership, support. Another thing is they will increase their responsibility for own learning. As in the group works, there is very little influence from the teacher and a lot of influence from the peers, and they will learn how to get that responsibility to own side. Also, they will see the benefit from reflective practices. They will review, change, correct each other, and that will help them. And these aims were adopted from Exley and Danik in 2004. Another thing is how to design group work. There is 5 stages. The first one is preparing for the group work, then designing the group work activity, introducing it, then monitoring the group work while students are engaging and doing something, and the last one, ending the group task. So it's also really important to end the group task at exact needed time. So now let's go on.